Here is the buttercup. Oh my goodness, you guys don't even know. You don't even know. Kitten. Oh yeah. Hi everybody. It's the bottle baby break. Sorry, I've been trying to get them to play with their stuff. Yeah, it's the last one. These guys are definitely not bottle babies anymore, which is actually really great because they're healthy and happy and growing like little weeds. Pretty soon they'll be ready to be spayed and then to be adopted. They've been doing just great. They're super affectionate little fuzzballs. Anytime you touch them, they start to purr. So yeah, welcome to the last one. If you guys have feedback about our bottle baby breaks, or if you would like to see it again next year, you can always let us know. You can tell me in the comments if you think it'd be a good thing to do again next year, if it's something you'd like to see. I'll be kind of keeping an eye on that and take your feedback into account. It's a specialized thing to do, but I think it gave our supporters an idea of how it goes to take care of bottle babies and to be a foster mom. So just as a reminder, if this has piqued your interest, if you would like to do this yourself, as you can see, it's a few weeks of pretty intense time commitment. And for bottle babies especially, you need to be able to either you work from home or you can bring them with you to your workplace, because they do need to be fed every 2 or 3 hours. But once you're past that stage, and they're kind of in the transitional stage is what we call it, they can hang out home most of the day, but they really need like a good active place where there's other animals and other people, and about this age they can start getting socialized with like other animals and kids and that kind of thing. But it's way less time commitment because they don't need to be bottle fed, and we provide everything you need to be a foster parent. So where did you go? Yeah, so if you want to have tiny little popcorn kittens popping around your house for a while, all expenses paid, then drop us a line and we'll hook you up. We've got, God, so many kittens in the program right now that you don't even see because they're not quite ready for adoption. But the more homes we have, the more we can take in, the more donations we have, the more we can treat and save. The shelters around us are just overflowing with kittens, and that's where we get the vast majority of them just from shelters calling, completely overwhelmed. So yeah, the more people, the more donations, the more babies we can save. So let's oh Lord, good job, kitten. More little babies like this. I love this age. This is such a good kitten age. They're so much fun. And you know that you don't have to deal with them for the rest of this age, which honestly, this kind of always wanting to play and always active behavior lasts into at least 8 or 9 months. So yeah, when they're adopted, it'll be a nice day. Sad, but happy at the same time. All right, so I'm just gonna let them entertain you. They are freaking hilarious. If you guys have any questions, it's your last chance to get them in. I'm happy to help you decide if you want to be a foster parent or get you hooked up if you want to make a donation of anything from supplies to money. It's all welcome and all needed. So I can kind of guide you through that process if you want it. And otherwise, yeah, they're adorable. That's a mouse that squeaks when you move it, by the way. Where are you going, Bianca? It's pretty high. Cool, cool. Oh, God. guys asleep in there. Come here. Oh, Katie asks if the two kittens have found homes yet. They have not. We've had a few people submit applications, I think, but as far as I know, nothing's been decided. They're still really young, and to be honest, we don't typically like to start really getting into the adoption process until after they're spayed or neutered, because it is a really routine process, but it does have its risks, especially for females, because it's more of a surgery. So it's kind of usually a better idea to wait until they're done with that. There they are. Can you find a hole that's big enough? I think you did. Who is in there? Is that your sister? Is that Buttercup? Oh, look, it's Buttercup in there. I gotta get you guys a better view on this. This is hilarious. Katie asks, her vet suggested waiting 6 months before spay or neuter surgery, I'm assuming, or neuter for her boy. And what is the recommended time to wait for females? So typically, we're a rescue. We're not an owner. So a vet will give you a different recommendation when you're a rescue, because it's just simple facts that kittens and puppies get adopted more easily. And if we waited 6 months to do the spay or neuter for them, we would be shortchanging them as far as their chances of getting a good home. So our vets do females at 3 pounds or 2 months. Well, actually, it's 3 pounds. They have to be 3 pounds in order to get spayed. Pretty much the same with boys. Slightly more flexible because it's a very different procedure, much less invasive. So sometimes they can be a little bit lighter and still be neutered safely. But yeah, with owners, vets, especially with dogs that have sort of genetic predispositions towards skeletal issues, they'll recommend waiting a little bit longer. It gives the hormones a chance to grow out the bones and muscles, kind of. But yeah, it's industry standard to get them done pretty much as early as is safe, which is about 8 weeks and 3 pounds. Especially for kittens, because the bigger they get, the lower their chances of being adopted. Puppies are a little different. We usually go a little bit longer for them before they're spayed or neutered. best toy ever. Look at that thing. The tube of fun. Come here. Bianca. Can you guys tell them apart? It's so funny. Not a lot of people who see them can right now. Yep, early neutering is pretty much essential to the rescue industry. Lets you get them adopted out, make sure that they won't create more. And it's very safe. I don't mean to say that it's not. It's just that, just like any surgery, it has its risks. Come here. Where'd you go? Go play. No, the whiter one is actually Bianca. The darker one is Buttercup. It's funny. Unless you see them together, it can be really hard to tell them apart right now. But I can tell with, especially Bianca, she's got a very Siamese face, that she's going to look a lot different from Buttercup as she gets older. Buttercup is more of a mix look, but Bianca has that like rounded head and pointy face of a Siamese. She's also lighter. What's happening? You guys like that thing? Come in. Katie asked how different are their personalities now. It stayed kind of the same. Bianca's still kind of the slightly more adventurous one. They're both super affectionate, though. I have them set up in my room, and I wake up in the morning, and Bianca's like curled up next to my shoulder. That's her favorite spot. So, and they love to just sort of pass out on top of me. Buttercup is like, she's the more cautious one. She's what I described as like as a warrior cat. I have one myself. I actually tend to really like them, but they're like kitties that think more. I don't know. I could just be projecting all of this, but I don't know. She has this look that she gets on her face, and I think she just thinks about things more. So she's, I don't know, she's cute in that she's worried sometimes about nothing at all, really. But yeah, they pretty much stay true to form. Buttercup is still the one that if you pick her up just right and kind of cradle her in your hands, she will just completely zen out upside down in your hands with her little belly and her little face all happy. It's really cute. She still does that, and she did that as a bottle baby too. I don't know if it'll last the whole kittenhood process, but it's really cute that she still does it. Oh God. Okay, she got unstuck. So yeah, we made it through raising the bottle baby process pretty much painlessly. We had some constipation along the way, which is very typical. We actually learned a really big lesson from that. There was a webinar given by a neonatal expert in, kittens, puppies, neonates, which had a piece of advice that was so helpful. So when kittens get constipated, because of something about the way their body absorbs water, homeostasis, something, I don't know the exact science, but so you would think it's intuitive to mix a little more water into their milk and to, get the poop to like loosen up. But actually, what you do is reduce it a little bit, and it gets sort of the water concentrated where it should be in their body, and it is like a freaking miracle. It clears up the constipation so fast, assuming there's nothing else wrong, of course, but if they're just sort of dry, it really helps, and it's been such a huge help with our bottle baby program. So that was fun. That was a really cool thing to get out of that process. And then Buttercup had some issues transitioning, weaning, where essentially what we think happened is she had a pretty big bacterial overgrowth as she was going through the weaning process, and her digestive stuff was transferring from milk to more solid foods. And so she was just miserable, and for 5 days, I think it was, I was giving her fluids and just trying to get anything down her to keep her from getting too dehydrated or malnourished. And with the help of some great doctors at Paws and Claws, we finally got that kind of treated and clearing up. But it was a few days of just so much worry. You worry about them so much when they're this little, because things can go downhill pretty quickly. But she made it. She's a fighter for sure, and she lasted. She stuck with me. Hours upon hours of like slowly feeding her milk. It was great. I went into the vet with her probably the third straight day I'd gone to the vet, and she went to the back with Dr. Figlio, got some stuff done, came back out, and she just had like a penicillin shot, and she was so mad. She hates it. She gets so mad and starts complaining and growling and stuff. She's actually better about it now, but when she was first getting them, because I think she was just uncomfortable to begin with. But anyway, so she comes back. She's all mad, and they offered her some dry baby cat, which I'd been trying with her. I'd been trying wet food for the last few days. The only thing I could get down her was a little bit of milk. And she just started scarfing the baby cat down, just done. Like she was ready. And from that point on, her digestive system seemed to have adjusted. The antibiotics took care of the lingering infection, and she was good to go. So funny though. She just got mad enough that she wanted to eat after all. Oh, the cloth thing. Gosh, it's kind of embarrassing. It's actually an old box spring that the cats just loved. So we kept it, and it's like the underside of it. And so it's that place, where your cats go under your bed and just disappear into the abyss and you have no idea where they went. Well, now we do, because we turned it upside down. But it's fantastic for kittens because they can climb it. It's hard for them to fall because it's just so sticky for their claws, and they can just destroy it to their heart's content. Alrighty, folks. It's 1 o'clock, so that's the end of the very last bottle baby break. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and joining us on this journey. It's something that we do through the foster program hundreds of times every year, and it's probably one of the most important things we do because we're pretty uniquely equipped to handle a lot of bottle babies and give them a really good chance of making it. So it's a big part of the foster program, especially this time of year with kitten season, and I am just so grateful to have had a chance to let you guys in on this very unique experience. I'm considering doing it again next year, or one of our foster parents doing it again next year. So let me know. Send an email, make a comment, tweet at us if you enjoyed it, if you'd like to see it again next year. And we'll have some updates on our social media and e-letters and stuff about these guys, Bianca and Buttercup, as they kind of keep moving through the program and what the next few steps are. So if you're curious about that, just check our Facebook page or sign up for the e-letter. You'll get updates about them. But aside from that, I think that's it. Thank you so much, everyone. We'll see you later.